body, your nervous system is divided into two. Central nervous system, the brain, and the spinal cord. Peripheral nervous system is now divided into two. Autonomous nervous system. And let's remember the second one now. I'll get the name. But the one you can control and the one you can't control. The autonomy is the one is my focus. Okay, voluntary. Voluntary nervous system and the involuntary nervous system. The involuntary is the autonomous. So, I see something I'm afraid of. Immediately I see it. The message goes to the brain. The brain stimulates the autonomic nervous system. Send a message to the vagus nerve to the heart. The heart begins to pump. Because this situation requires fight, flight, flee. It's giving me energy to be able to do what I need to do at that time. That's the function of autonomic nervous system. There's no water here. There's no light. So the place is hot. Immediately become hot. You notice you guys start sweating. That's the work of autonomic nervous system. You see the what's the name? The heat. Your body has sensor that perceive the heat. Immediately you perceive the heat. The sensor sends message to the brain. The environment is hot. Immediately it said the brain is hot. The autonomic system kicks in and stimulates blood flow to the skin. It will make the sweat gland to dilate. It will dilate the vessels supplying the sweat gland. It will make the pores to dilate. It will make the sweat gland to release water. Why is it releasing water? Physics. Evaporation causes cooling. Immediately it releases water, the heat will evaporate the water and leave a cooling effect on your body. Does that make sense? So the reason you feel cool is because your body sweated and evaporated and leave the cooling effect on your body. But all that control, you don't control it. You're just sitting there. Everything is happening because it is involuntary. That's the power of autonomic nervous system. That's the power of balance. Everything in this life is balance or equilibrium. The body ensures that. You don't have a choice. It will ensure it. It will. That's why if you eat something, if the body does not like it, to create equilibrium, it will purge. It will send it out. So balance equilibrium. I'm serious. You must maintain that equilibrium. Now, whenever you have a situation like you have lost your internal peace, you have lost your equilibrium, you can reset it if you master the autonomic nervous system. Now, you can do that with breath work. Breath work. You can read more about breath work, but I'll read something to you on breath work. Breath work refers to various techniques and practices that involve conscious control of breathing patterns to enhance physical, mental, and emotional well-being. It is often used in the practice of holistic health and even in meditation. And people that do yoga also do it. Now, what does breath work do? Breath work can shift body from sympathetic to parasympathetic. So when I become afraid, I kick in the sympathetic nervous system. It increased my adrenaline supply. It increased my cortisol supply. But I want to bring it down. If I want to switch from sympathetic to parasympathetic, I can do breath work. So you can try this. If you are troubled, you can close your eyes and hold one nose and breathe in with the next. In and out. And then you change again. If you do that for 4 minutes, you feel peace inside. If you do it long enough, you become peaceful. Number one, you focus. Your focus is away from that thing because you're focusing on your breath. And you're breathing in with left nose and breathe out. And then change. Press the right nose and breathe in slowly, and breathe out. If you continue 4 5 minutes, if you are troubled, you'll be shocked. You know what has happened? You have just switched from sympathetic to what? Parasympathetic. Now, if you understand your body, you shouldn't be in a state where you are sad at any point in time. If you are, that means you don't understand this machine. You see this machine? Someone call it chemical factory, pharmaceutical factory, the best pharmaceutical factory in the world, because it can produce all sorts of chemicals. You don't have an idea of the number of chemicals your body produces. You don't have an idea of the number of chemicals the body is capable of producing. And all that is produced to regulate. So meaning you can control that situation. But now, to prevent it from happening again is where you now must now become conscious and subsequently focus. Change your focus. Because focus is alignment. Focus is alignment. It's attention. It's so powerful how what I focus on control how I feel. It's so powerful. So I can choose to focus on what I want to focus on. So I will choose not to focus on that thing and focus on something else. Why am I focusing on something? I want to focus on what serves me. Because I can choose to focus on what is not serving me. I can choose to focus on what is serving me. Immediately, in fact, that you feel bad, sad, unhappy internally is the loudest noise that you are out of alignment, because you can't be in alignment with God and be in fear. You cannot. Any prayer at that time is a wasted effort, because you are praying out of fear and you are definitely in doubt. That prayer is useless. So you can see there are so many useless prayers. So many useless prayers. Why is it useless? Because the person praying does not even know that his prayer is useless. Because you're praying out of fear. You're praying out of fear. You're not at peace. That, first of all, you must be at peace. Because, quite frankly, one of the reasons you are afraid is because you don't believe God is in charge of the situation. So you are actually in doubt. Because if indeed, I always use an example. You have a guy, as a young guy, okay, you are all adults here. You probably have younger ones. Let's say you have a younger one in primary school. Now, this younger one in primary school, in that school, no, in secondary school, but it's in GSS. But there is this bully in SS3. Your junior brother is going with you, your junior sister is going with you, and you're on the street, and this bully is coming. Is your brother going to be afraid of the bully? If he's afraid, then he doesn't know you. Doesn't know you. If he knows you, that you can defend him, he won't be afraid of the bully. He will be fearful. The consciousness of God with you is enough for you not to be fearful. But we are not conscious of it. We are not. In fact, fear is a sign you're not conscious of it. That's the loudest noise that you're not conscious of his presence. Because if you're conscious of his presence and you know what he's capable of doing, then you won't live in fear. He said, I'll come to you. You live in fear. You live in fear. But let me tell you, fear is a mental disease and it can destroy. You must avoid it in the year. You must avoid it. There's no reason to be afraid. And most of the time, what we're afraid of never happens. There's no reason. No matter the situation you find yourself. Fear leads to anxiety, fear, depression, hopelessness, suicide. The reason people kill themselves is because of the generation of fear. Because they can't see any way out. When you can't see any way out, it's a sign you are walking by sight. Remember, your eyes deceive you. Your eyes can only see 0.0035% of reality. Your eyes can only see visible light. Don't allow your eyes to deceive you. By being afraid and being hopeless, it's a sign you don't see other possibility of what God can do in that situation. And that's a bad place to be. That means God is not real, actually. And to many people, God is not real. It's not. It's not. For many, it's not. It shows in everything. Remember, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak. Out of the abundance of the heart, you act. Out of the abundance of the heart, you behave. Everything is coming from inside. Yes.
I just want to point out about I'm looking at that thin line between when you're in a situation and then, for instance, That might look like a fearful situation.
That look like a what?
That might have to be a fearful situation.
Okay, fearful, yeah?
Then you are actually praying in the spirit, not because you are scared in that sense, but you are praying not from a place of fear, but you are praying.
No, it's fear that motivates. Your prayer is motivated by fear.
So, but even at that point, right?
Don't pray.
So not praying on
because the prayer is not being answered. It's a waste of time.
But then praying in the spirit.
That you are praying in the spirit, you are praying with understanding, you are still praying to God. Don't pray. You are not in alignment. Fear, he said he has not given you the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, of sound mind. Always know anything that generates fear, take you far away from him. Just be conscious of that. Don't even fear. That's why when angel appear in the Bible, every time he will say, fear not. It just because to deliver that message, you need to be in the right state. He will first of all say, fear not. Because if you don't say fear not and you're living in fear, you can't receive the message. And he wants you to receive the message. And you must be devoid of fear to receive that message.
The reason why I think I'm asking this, for instance, the switch between the fearful states and the state of not being scared, right? Is it instantaneous or needs some action?
Is it what?
Is it instantaneous?
Internally. So this is it. One thing I want you to go with is be conscious of your state at any point in time. Maybe you woke up, you are not, sometimes you are not feeling okay, but you don't know what it is. Maybe someone said something yesterday, but you didn't process it. So you woke up and you feel, or sometimes I'm positive. You just feel excited, but you don't know. Maybe, okay, someone just credited your account. You saw 1 million. Then someone called you. You saw it, but you didn't process it. Someone now called you, went to do something. You know something. So you are carried away. But internally, you are happy. But you don't know why you're happy. You know what I'm talking about? That fear like that. When you notice that internal negative, immediately you notice, you leave everything you are doing. Think. If you go inside, you will find it. Immediately you find it, change your attention. Look for the opposite. Listen to the, I've said this severally, and I'll repeat it throughout. Everything that have positive have negative in your life, anything. Riches, wealth. High, low. Male, female. Everything that have far right, have far left. Immediately you know that wealth and poverty are the same energy, but different rate of vibration. Fear and courage is the same energy, but different rate of vibration. Give me now. Love and hatred. Thank you. The same energy, different rate of vibration. So one is a low vibration energy, hate. One is a high vibration energy, love. Just the way ice and steam are the same energy, water molecule, same energy, different rate of vibration. One is at a speed, you can't touch it. One is at a speed, you can feel it. Same energy, different rate of vibration. So when you are afraid, you can switch to courage. Just look for the opposite of that. Focus on it. Think about it. Ruminate on it. Direct all your attention on it. Because attention is alignment. If I focus my attention on fear, I align with fear. I will be fearful. If I focus my attention on courage, I align with courage. I will face that challenge with courage. If I focus my attention on poverty, I will be poor because I'm always thinking poverty. How do you know when you are aligned with poverty? I've told you already. So Nigerian and Lagos bus conductor should be enjoying you now. Because you are not supposed to be angry when they go with your change. If you can collect it, collect it. I'm not saying you don't collect it. But if you run away with it, don't be sad, don't be angry, don't curse them. Go ahead. Yes. Definitely. The broad them.
What on campus?
Yes.
Kind of life I live, the Bible passing my every
In his heart.
So I don't allow circumstances. I always, my mind is not taught in positive. Even when I'm with people and they say this thing is like the way I will come up with, I will tell them, no, 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 this way, and it work out. Now when I leave campus, like I begin to work, I now factor my brain to my salary. There are some things I want to do. Now
I love that. Some people have locked down their finances on their salary.
Now there are some things I want to do. If I want to live based my salary, it will take me 5 years. Cumulatively saving for a single. Now today, for example, this one yesterday I went somewhere. Me and someone was discussing. Me, I'm discussing based on my salary. The person was talking to me from around the time. God is there. I said, God is there. I know that.
But
I said, yes.
Because of you, I have 2 other things I want to take. But the next section I'll take, I want to talk about money matter. Because of your question, I'm jumping.
So
I'm jumping my note to talk about money. Continue.
the thing is affecting. Now there is a project I want to do. Now when I look at it, if I want to accumulate it, I will do it almost 2 years. It will take me next 2 years to achieve that project based on my salary. And I need to do the project because it has wasted time years. Now, how can I overcome that and bring myself from the circle of my monthly income?
I love your question. Now, I will answer it in brief, but because of you, the next session, this is supposed to be tomorrow's session, but I want to do it today because of this. I know a lot of people, I know the main challenge of a lot of people, that money matter. And quite frankly, money matter will make it more practical. Because when you see the result, you can also know that, oh, it looks like this is working. It looks like this is working. You understand? It looks like this is working. Why? Because you can see within yourself. Now, there are some languages you will need to stop after the session today. One of those languages is anything that you say with your mouth that shows that you are afraid of a particular amount. That you are afraid of a particular amount. You know why you're afraid of it? Because you tie it to your salary. And by tying it to your salary, what that means is that you believe the only way God can do it is through your salary. That's why I said, when you are believing God for something, don't worry about the how. If you worry about the when and how, you box yourself. You box yourself. What are the principles I need to apply as human? You apply it. You need to develop yourself, learn, study, keep. But how is it going to happen? If you worry about it, you are not going to see it ever happening, even in your lifetime. Even in your lifetime. Why? Because you have attached everything to what you will be able to do. And quite frankly, that's not true. That's not true. So we're going to move to the next session because of this question. I've had to adjust my note. Now, I'll be talking about money, finances. And the topic